As a Malay woman, single mother, and award-winning trainer, Laila White defies stereotypes, lifting women through Gallop, a movement for strength and renewal. I cook katam masak lemak and shrimp tang hoon, one Malay, one Chinese, both from Mum's kitchen. Only in Singapore. I'm Choo, historian and chef, and this is HOTPLATE SG60. Laila, welcome to HOTPLATE SG60.
Thank you.
My daughter is turning 19 soon. I'm just wondering what feminine role models she can follow besides her mother. What sort of woman should she turn out to be? That's not up to me. But you seem to propose a form of femininity that is not typical to Singapore.
I think for me, being feminine is to be comfortable with yourself. And my role models are actually my mom. And the part about feminine to me is never to lose our feminine side. So I'm always afraid where women think that they have to be just like men. I think we should aim higher. The movement now for women to be equal as men, there are certain parts of job where you have to be equally paid for the job that you represent, for the work that you do. But there are so many things about being feminine that we should embrace, like our nurturing side, our tenderness. All those things are feminine to me. And when a lot of people look at me, because I'm a personal trainer, I work out and lift heavy weights, they seem to think that I'm this, harsh woman and not feminine. I am very feminine when it calls me to be feminine.
That's very strange, right? Why would working out and looking amazing like you do not be feminine?
I used to be a bit more muscular than now. It's always associated as she tries to be manly. And I do lift very, very heavy weights compared to the guys that I see at the gym. But this is all stereotyping that we are so used to. I am strong and resilient when I need to be. And I'm also very soft when it demands me to be soft.
In terms of what is feminine, what is masculine, that is like blurring, do you think, for the younger generation?
Yeah. I see a lot of young women going to the gym and lifting very, very heavy.
Yeah.
But it's not just the aesthetics part. It's also as we grow older. Menopause, one of the biggest advice that's given is, as women, we need to lift heavy for our bone density. But I also see a lot of strength in women because it takes a discipline. And it's all very easy to go like, oh, wow, you're so big. But it takes mental strength to go and do this over and over and over again.
So you founded Gallop, right?
Yes.
What is it, Gallop?
Gallop is like gallop, horse galloping.
Oh, Gallop. Gallop. Right?
So it's asking women to move forward instead of just staying in one stagnant place. So it's either you move forward, you move sideways, you have to move and not stay in the same place of misery.
Are you targeting a specific group of women who are in difficulty, or generically for this movement?
At first, when we targeted were single mothers.
Okay, I get it. Yes.
And then when we started single mothers, other women are telling us that, hey, but we're not married, but we're still in a relationship. We are in the same place. Why do you discriminate? So now we're open to all women. So I am a great believer in not staying in one place of whatever negative emotions that you are.
Are any women happy to be who they are? Why would I want to join Gallop? I'm happy in my place. I don't want to move sideways. I don't want to move forward.
I think that we're more targeting of mental wellness than anything else.
Okay.
If you are happy where you are at, by all means, come and join us and influence other women. How do you get happy?
Okay, I get it.
So for us, life happens to all of us. And in a day, not just the whole day you are happy. In that day, there's ups and downs. How do you manage through unhappiness. That's the key.
What issues trouble women specifically
Mm.
and not men? I mean, mental health or whatever. I mean, what troubles them the most? What do you think?
I think for women, mostly is being listened to, having a voice, changing the narrative of what they're so used to. As time passes by, we see a lot of changes in women. Now women have a place where they can talk about things and be open about stuff. We need to have conversations like menopause. Nobody wants to talk about menopause. Nobody wants to talk about divorce. Nobody wants to talk about things that happen to them where different standards for different gender. But I think for women, it's important that now with education and places that welcome us to have our ideas and our
A safe
voices,
space,
safe space, and not being judged, and even if we are judged, and then we can still have a conversation and move forward. So I think that that's where when you ask about how the women maneuver, or I just think that we have changed the narrative and we are allowed to be part of a society.
What are women looking for? Gender equality? No, you already said no. You're looking for a voice, empowerment.
When I got into personal training in fitness, everybody goes like, oh, it must be hard for you. It's a man's world. And I said, every industry is man's world. But now women are putting the foot forward and taking the first step and giving themselves opportunity to bloom. And with encouragement from not just women, but other men, we are stepping in a different direction. There are many men that are supportive of women.
I think for men, it takes adjusting to, because a lot of men can say, I'm okay. I date a strong woman. Yeah, push comes to shove. It's like, okay. What I've noticed is that a lot of them would marry someone less educated than.
I think there has to be a sense of respect and compromise between a couple. In whatever we do, there has to be a compromise. Nobody can be the strongest all the time.
I think it's not gender equality, but true equality.
Correct.
Two human beings being equal and communicating.
Correct. So to me, if a guy finds me too strong and I'm not compatible, then that's fine too. I think as women, we progress. We want somebody either the same, equal as us, or smarter than us that we can learn from. Most of the time, that's where like a guy who is successful, he can marry anyone under the range, right? But as women become progressive, they want to find somebody the same or above. Somebody above them,
That's why you see a lot of very smart, beautiful women unattached.
I mean, the role of men now also has been changed,
right? Women don't need men anymore to so to speak, to support them.
I think in Asian culture, there's still demand. I met a girl who's 28 last week, and she was talking to me and she started crying. She says that she feels pressured because every other woman that sees her aunts or whatever saying, when are you going to get married? When are you going to get married? And she feels bad about herself, saying that, oh, am I not good enough? Why? So in Asian culture, it's a very slow movement where the changing of the mindset is a bit more slow. But for this girl, and I told her, I said, you need to learn to speak up, right? Because now, instead of you saying that, hey, I will get married when I'm ready, you are taking it on you, saying that, oh, I'm not good enough. We did not, as women, work all this way. And then if you decide to just be a homebody and housewife, that's fine too. But at least give yourself a chance to choose.
So, in the US now, there's pushback against the feminist movement, right? The trad wife, traditional wife movement, right? Where women are saying, I want to be the traditional wife. I want to be a homemaker. I want to play second to my husband. I want to just raise the children and so on and so forth. So this is a kickback against that movement where would the women are were giving up traditional roles of mother and becoming CEOs and just doing work like men, obsessed about work. What do you think of that movement?
Feminism, when it first started, was to get equality in girls to go to school, and men had
Yes.
to go to war, and
Yes.
women had to go to
Yes.
work, right? And then it suddenly just shifted to we are like men. I don't want to be like men
Yeah.
because men and women, scientifically, biology, we are very different.
Yes.
We work
Yeah.
differently. So once we accept that, we'll be a lot better.
Yes.
But for the women that wants to go back and go doing the traditional ways, that's fine too. At least they have a choice.
Yes.
Being a traditional stay-home mom is the hardest job ever.
Yeah.
Oh my God. At least when you go to work, you have a break. You have tea break. You have coffee break.
Yeah.
You have lunch. But, but oh my God, with the kids, you think you prepared everything and then there's always something.
Yeah.
It's nonstop,
What's the philosophy behind Gallop?
Through my own experience of being divorced and feeling low, it's the same mentality that I would like to share with women that are feeling the same way, that feel trapped. My mantra is get up, dress up, and show up. Somebody asked me recently, when did you come up with that mantra? I said it was a practice that became later on a mantra. For me, when I was stuck in despair, when my marriage broke, I was left with two children who were like probably 6 and 4 at that time, with a lot of debt left behind. And I was just starting my career as a fitness instructor. That means you not train people, you clean up the gym, and it's $15 an hour for 3 hours, 3 times a week. And when he left, I was left with the incoming bills and the debt. So my despair was, oh my goodness, I didn't even know how to write a check, so I worked, and I don't know how I did it, but I just got up, dress up, and show up.
Yes.
And in that mantra is because it's easy to feel that way, that the world is beating on you. But if you shift into movement, things change. And if you show up, there's magic waiting for you.
Yes.
I truly believe that. It takes 2 to break a marriage or a partnership, right? It's not just one. It depends on what percentage. But at that moment, at that time, I didn't have a choice. I was left with 2 kids. So I can keep blaming him, or I can take the responsibility and raise my children. I did not want to go back to my mom's house with 2 kids in tow. So I worked. So I wanted to teach women that, life may be beating you and you're not as fragile as you think you are. You need a support system. You need to embrace your fear, and you need to let things fall apart. Believe and trust yourself that you can rebuild it, believing in yourself. And I think women, sometimes we lose our power to think that we are capable. We carry babies in our belly. We hold a lot of roles. We're not just a woman. You are a mother. You are a daughter, and you basically cook. And I don't cook like you cook. So there's a lot of roles for women.
Another thing that's awe-inspiring about you is that you founded Gallop with your husband's current wife, right?
Yes.
So forgiveness, I wouldn't say forgiveness, right? I mean, she's not to blame, but how did you do it? I mean, most people would be quite bitter about the whole thing.
Yeah. So our other mantra for Gallop is, instead of just get up, dress up, and show up, is be better, not bitter. So Maxine came to my life because she is a powerhouse herself. She has her own pain. She has her own story. She is an incredible woman. And he didn't leave me for her. I think we came on the same ground where we came as two women that has to be okay because of family, because of our kids. But later on, we find out that she's an individual, I'm an individual. We have our own stories, and through our strengths together, we can change everything. And we hated the narrative that exes cannot, be friends or whatever. I mean, she's wise. And throughout the years, okay, I'm not an angel. So in the beginning, I would hear my children when they were young talking about her, oh, Maxine this, Maxine that. Like, oh my God, who the hell is this Maxine, But as I got busy with my work and making sure that my kids are okay, I paid all the debts off. It doesn't bother me anymore. I stopped thinking about my ex, what he didn't do. So I concentrated on me, my own development. I've always wanted to reach out to Maxine and thank her because she gives my kids great advice. She's a wise and she's a kind person.
You're doing quite a few charitable initiatives now. What are they?
Currently, I organize a Spoonful of Hope, which is started on March 8th this year on International Women's Day. So being a Malay, and I grew up in a village, family of 9, we didn't have much, but my mom always, will give us rice, kicap manis, and egg. So my mom always says, if you got kicap manis and rice, you're good. If you got eggs, wow, champion.
It's true. It's true. Yeah.
So what I started was after Gallop became a year on the 8th of March this year, I decided to support. We currently are supporting 30 low-income single mothers to collect these staples the first Saturday of every month. We have these women that comes together and collect them. And we want to give these women opportunity to better themselves. Yes. So we are coming up with programs. So what we wanted to do is to give them opportunities to upgrade themselves and take away all the excuses. I'm all about taking excuses away, right? And we want them to be part of it. So once we are more established, we want them to be part of giving away staples. Because not just taking. Once you give, you feel, there's something that ignites in you. Yes.
Wow. What a lovely message. Right. Get up, dress up, show up. I like that.
This is my book cover. So this is my second book of quotes.
Oh, it's a book of quotes.
Yes.
Wow. So what's your first book? I mean, what did you write?
It's From Fear to Fitness. It's fiction. Yeah. But based on some of my stories where I was so afraid, right? I didn't know how to write a check. I didn't have money. I have 2 children. And then I got into fitness. Luckily, before things fall apart, I was embarking on my journey of fitness. Okay. So fitness got me over the fear of feeling alone, feeling useless. I can go anywhere in the world, in any gym. I will feel 100% confident.
I'm just curious, were you not fit before that?
No, I was the laziest. I wouldn't even run for the bus when I was in school. Yeah. No way. I never exercised. My favorite hobby is to sleep. But
that's a nice hobby. I can relate to that. I can definitely relate to that. Harus pergi sekarang, Suming sedang menunggu.
People think I'm outrageous, I'm like blunt. But this is when I was like 17, modeling, and I was the face of the courtesy campaign. You remember?
Yeah, I do. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, you're absolutely gorgeous.
Oh,
you're gorgeous now, but yeah.
Yeah, I was young. So this was when I had my TV show in Indonesia, and I was nominated for Lifestyle Fashion Awards among 6 other amazing, famous women of Indonesia. They're singers, they are actresses, and here the only Singaporean that won this award for health and wellness.
Wow!
Yeah, it was a huge surprise.
Amazing. This?
That's our Gallop event. So before you come in, we'll tell you, please leave all your worries behind, and you can only talk about yourself. Okay. Not about your husband, not about your children, nobody else but you. Yeah. This event is about celebrating you and having a great time. Yeah. My aim is to give people tools because for women, we can always sit and have wine and talk about stuff, and that doesn't go anywhere, right? Yeah. Because my experience and your experience are different. but you need like factual tools that you may
And a
need.
structure,
Yeah, and a
right? A
structure.
structured conversation.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. So we have people from the States, from the US.
Yeah.
It's every Saturday at 2 p.m., but it's only by invitation. Malaysia, US, Singapore. So we have women that comes and talk, on different aspects. We have people that are stage 4 cancer giving advice to all of us.
And this?
So I won an award for leadership here. This is in Singapore. It's Asia Excellence Awards in 2023. Yeah.
And
This is when I curated 70% of the classes that went on at our Tampines hub. So from 7 a.m. till 9 p.m. for people to come, because we believe in fitness, right?
Yeah.
Movement. So we took away all the excuses for people, so people come together and the exercise is free. Yeah.
Okay, Laila, that was amazing chat we had.
Thank
I
you.
really enjoyed it. Now we're going to go cook in the kitchen and we'll come back and eat and chat some more.
Fantastic.
Okay? Laila, hope you're ready to help me. I'm cooking katam, masak, lemak.
Oh, nice.
Katam masak lemak is a traditional Malay dish. Crab simmered in coconut and turmeric, prepared in kampung kitchens and relished at festive feasts. A proud part of Singapore's Malay heritage. We'll add in some coconut oil.
This is your expertise, not mine.
Anyone can cook. It's just whether you want to or not.
That's true.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't want.
So this is the rempah of which we're gonna. So what's in this rempah for this dish? It's got red chili, lemongrass, galangal, and turmeric. That's it. So it's going to be quite an interesting, clean, light flavor. Because the moment you add in garlic, it becomes quite heavy, or onions, right? To honor the sweetness of flour crab, we skip onions, keep the coconut gravy light, and simmer gently, never boil. The magic? Letting the lemak coat, not drown the crab. Now for the thick coconut milk to give it the lusciousness.
Oh, looks delicious. So what's the difference between the small crabs and the big crabs?
So this is what we call flower crabs. These are light pink in color, but the ones that you usually see are the green ones, right?
Yeah.
Those are mud crabs. So they've got very different flavors. This one is sweeter, but the flesh is less. You don't get as much meat. Yeah.
Should we try? Here we go. Very nice.
Simple, straightforward.
Yeah, and something new every day.
Okay, so this is done. Now I'm going to cook.
Chris, you make it look so easy.
It is actually quite easy. I'm going to cook some tang hoon. Okay, Laila, to accompany the crab, we're going to make some glass noodles or tang hoon. I cook up some tang hoon, light, springy Chinese glass noodles that complement the Malay flavors of the crab. The trick of the technique is texture, timing, and layering flavor. First, I'm going to cook the prawns. Okay, so next we're going to add in some shiitakes, rehydrated shiitakes. So in Chinese cooking, this is what adds the umami, the flavor to the dish that you're cooking. Yeah, so it's used very much like onions would be used. Yeah. I'm going to add in a bit of carrot. Some cabbage. Some garlic. Okay. Soy sauce.
So two different types of soy sauce?
Yep, light and dark. So we add in some stock.
What stock is that?
That's mushroom stock.
Mushroom stock.
Crack in an egg.
Oh, I love eggs.
And you're done.
This looks amazing. You give me new hope and faith that I can also cook like this.
No, you definitely can cook. You definitely can cook. It's quite simple, right? You saw how I did it. It's straightforward. It's just that you've got to practice a bit on the timing. You're strong enough definitely to handle the wok.
No, I don't think so.
But let's try the food. This first.
So this tang
Yeah.
hoon and the crab goes together, or it doesn't really matter? Whatever you want to cook.
I curated it in such a way that so traditionally it would be all Chinese kind of flavor. So now I'm mixing Malay with Chinese flavors.
How wonderful.
It's like Singapore lah.
Yeah lah.
We mix everything together and everything comes out amazing.
That's true. That's
All
Singapore
right.
for you.
I'm going to use chopsticks, but feel free to use the
I would like not to make a mess. Delicious. I haven't had this shiitake mushroom in a long time.
it makes it lighter. you know,
Right.
and more aromatic, I feel. I'm just going to bite into. There's no elegant way to eat crab. There's absolutely none.
I like that. When it comes to eating, as long as it remains in the plate, it can always be elegant.
Yeah.
It's really delicious. So how did you come up with the recipe?
Katam masak lemak is a very old school Singaporean recipe. I think it's from the 1940s, 1950s. My grandma would cook this kind of thing for me.
I think in Singapore, what I love about being here as a Singaporean, that we grew up with different races, different religion, and we have a common goal that we are Singaporeans first, and the secondary we blend together.
Singapore is such that you cook each other's cuisine.
That's true.
And it becomes so second nature that after a while, it's not somebody else's cuisine. It's just our cuisine, right?
Right.
We just cook it. Cheers!
Cheers.
Katam masak lemak.
Watch us on HOTPLATE SG60.
We came for katam masak lemak and shrimp tang hoon, but left with stories of strength, laughter, and a table that felt like kampong. I'm Choo, and this is HOTPLATE SG60.